The end of the episode track is able to reward players with lightspeed tokens, and I think we should probably expect to be seeing this going forward for every episode pass that we get, be it the free one or the paid one that will get you a better lightspeed token, right? So I was going through on my alt account and I hit level 50. I capped it out. We managed to get ourselves a lightspeed token. Sure, it's just a bronzium one, but for me, this makes a big difference to my free-to-play account because it's going to enable me to do something rather nifty, which is just get myself a free Gear 12 4-star Hondo, which I can then put a little bit of investment in and use it in the new raid to get 300,000 additional points, which is prizes for me, prizes for the guild. So what I wanted to go over with you all today is how do you go about on a brand new-ish, 8-month-old free-to-play account and still hit level 50 in the episode track so you can earn yourself free characters and save Kyrotech, time, and quite frankly, save the headache. Let's talk about it. So first and foremost, in order for us to progress through the episode track, we need to know just how much EXP we actually need in totality to hit level 50, okay? And it's not quite linear because levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 all have less XP. For example, level 1, only 1,000 episode points we need. Level 2, 2,000. Level 3, 3,000. Level 4, 4,000. Once it hits level 5, every subsequent level takes 5,000 episode points per day in order to get to the next level, okay? So in totality, as we have 50 levels, we have got a total XP required of 240,000 episode points, okay? And we have got 28 days in order to get all of those episode points done. That roughly means every single day we need to be getting about 8,500, 8,571 episode points to be very specific, every single day to hit level 50. Now you won't be hitting that every single day because of how the way we earn episode points is distributed, and I'll get to that in just one moment. So we need to just make sure that we hit a few things. Now the most important thing is, and this might suck for some people to hear, but you have to do your daily quests every single day. If you are not buying that episode pass, you have to log in every single day and do all 7 of your daily quests. There's no other way around it. You got to do it. Now, finishing your daily quests, which I can't show you right now because I've already done them because I'm a good boy, you know what I'm saying? Finishing each one of these, and there are 7 each day, will give you 350 episode points per node, okay? And then when you complete it, you're going to get a little bonus crate, which gives you a couple of goodies, including some Kyrotech, as well as another lump sum of episode points. That lump sum in and of itself is worth 1,500 episode points. So if you add up all of the various episode points bonuses that we get just from doing your daily quests, right? You're going to have 7 quests at 350 and then an extra bonus of 1,500 for doing all of them. You'll get 3,950 episode points per day just from logging in and doing your dailies, okay? Now that is just under half of all of the daily episode quest XP that we need to get in order to hit level 50. So how else do we actually get those episode points to max out this episode pass and get that juicy lightspeed token at the end? Pretty simple. We head over to the episode quests. This here is another area where you really have to do. Every single day that we go in, there's going to be an episode quest. You can see this one reveals itself in 4 hours and 33 minutes for me. Each one of the free episode quests, so not these ones here that require the episode pass, will give you 2,000 episode points in total, and you get one of these every single day, right? If you do each of these within a week, you'll get an extra bonus of 8,000 episode points. This is worth so much because if you think about it, this is a level and a half in itself. This almost is the daily XP you need in one lump sum, right? And you get an extra 2k. So when you consider we get 3,950 from doing dailies, and then you get an extra one from completing the free episode pass each day, the free episode challenge each day, you're getting yourself, 6,000 episode points nearly each day. And then an additional 8,000 at the end of the week when you've done each of those quests, right? So that combined essentially works out at a daily equivalent of 3,100 43 or something like that. When you look at, the daily episode and then each of these weekly ones, right? Because obviously you get 4 weeks in a month. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that in of itself, you're looking at 32,000 episode points from the weeklies. And then you've got an extra, 7 times 4 times 2,000 for all your additional episode. But basically it works out as you get a total of 22,000 episode points from doing your daily objectives over here with the episode quests, as well as hitting that weekly bonus, right? So out of the 240,000, this is worth about 10% of it. Nearly, about just under 10%, which is highly important. You need to make sure you do each of these episode quests each day, okay? These episode quests are vitally, vitally important. Like I said, if you've got the episode pass, you'll never struggle to hit that level 50 because you're getting double the bonuses over here. 4,000 episode points and you're getting some Brutus shards and all that good business. It's a delicious time to be alive. It really is. Now the final thing is you can actually earn some additional from your character quest. So every marquee that comes out has got some low level rewards. Now I don't want to include these in my calculations, okay? Now I put some crystals in and I got some extra Brutus shards because I thought, why not? I gained some from doing the error battle. I was like, oh, I could actually get Brutus up to 4 stars and that will help me in other quests, right? So I was actually able to earn a couple more episode points from here, but that's not necessary. I'm not going to include that. That's just if you are investing in new marquees, you do actually get some additional episode points from just completing these little mini challenges over here. And I'll be able to do this in a second as well, because we just unlocked Hondo earlier, right? So episode quests, vitally important. You have to do each one. Daily quests, vitally important, you have to do each one. Now there's only one other area that will give you episode points, and you have to do these as well. Those are our galactic challenges, okay? Now I know this seems terrible, right? I know it seems awful. You're like, oh no, galactic challenges. My account is not big enough to deal with galactic challenges. Neither is mine. Neither is mine. You do not have to beat them at every tier, at every opportunity. All we're really looking for is a couple of things. First of all, everybody should be able to do the tier 2 with whatever marquee is coming around. Now, almost every single galactic challenge will have marquee bonuses. Win the battle with a 3-star Brutus in this case, right? And that's worth a good 900 points just at tier 2. Everybody gets that for free. As long as you're level 85, you can get that free character, and the difficulty is really easy. But even my young account, for example, over here, it can still beat the tier 10. I couldn't beat it with Rebel Fighters because my Rebel Fighters are trash. But doing the tier 10 here gives me 3,000 episode points just for completing the battle, because you get all the previous tiers, and then complete the battle after scoring 30 critical hits. That's another 3,000 points. So for this one, I've already got 6,000 points from the feats that I can do, and then I got an extra 900 points here from just doing Brutus. Now obviously that's what, 6,900 points, but you have to divide that by 7 days essentially, right? Because you're not getting that every day, you only get 2 of these a week. But if I was to get 2 of those a week, we just round it up, let's call it 7,000 points, right? That's 14,000 points a week, or 2,000 additional points a day, and that pushes us over that limit that we need. Because all we really need essentially from our galactic challenges is to earn an average of about 5,200 episode points per GC. It's as simple as that. We get 8 galactic challenges throughout the course of an era, right? You know, that whole era track. There are 4 weeks, we get 2 a week, therefore we get 8 galactic challenges, and we need to get about 41,400 episode points across those 8, which works out to about 5,175 episode points per galactic challenge. So even just doing the tier 10, that gives you 3,000 out of that 5,000. If you can do one of the other feats, for example, the scoring critical hits, that's an extra 6,000 and it puts you over and above. That means that you're earning EXP, or episode points, on these galactic challenges that can help for those galactic challenges where you can't beat the tier 10. Maybe you can only beat it at tier 6. Good thing to know, if you only beat at tier 6, that's the average that you need, is complete the battle at tier 6 and get one of the other feats at tier 6 is usually enough. Or, sorry, if you get all 3 with the faction as well. Getting it all at tier 6 is usually enough for you to max out the entire episode track. So all I'm saying is, if my free-to-play account can do it at 8 months old, I think everybody can do it. I think we can all do it, and we'll start getting those Lightspeed Bundle tokens at the end of every era. Now, I chose to use mine on Hondo. It was this one over here, was it? I chose to use mine on Hondo because Hondo is a Cantina farm, so yes, they're quicker, but I need that for signal data, right? He's got a bunch of Kyrotech, and he's used in the new raid. So I know now that when I go to my Hondo, if I go to squads over here, raid teams, you can see, look, I've got a gear 12 Hondo just chilling here. Obviously, I need to spend some stuff on his abilities. Yes, I need to get him up to the next tier level so I can actually use him in the raid, but that won't take me too long because he's an accelerated character and he's a low energy Cantina farm. So we should be able to get that done in just a couple of days, truthfully speaking, depending on how much I refresh my conquest energy. And this will turn into real tangible rewards in the raid. He's a 300,000 solo character for the tier 0, I just need to get him up into relics. Relic 1, Relic 2 will be enough to get that done, and I'll probably have a video on that later on. Cool! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I really wanted to go over. Hopefully this video was useful to you. I want to see you guys maxing out that episode track, getting those free lightspeed tokens, and just destroying, wrecking face. Go forth and prosper, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all soon. Peace out, and may the force be with you, baby.